So welcome to my live again. It's a Monday evening. I thought I'd drop in and say hello to everybody and see how everybody's getting on. Is anybody else in desperate need of a haircut? Well, I really don't know what is happening here. Even when I stick it behind my ear, it's anyway. First of all, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody. Last week I got a wonderful phone call saying that I had won the Holistic Wellness Clinic of the Year in the Sheffield and South Yorkshire Prestige Awards. So that was massive surprise. I originally got approached in February. People had seen my online content, my reviews, my social media posts, and thought I was worthy enough to be shortlisted. Had to do a short application form, the history of my business, how long had I been running, what was the story behind it and everything, and then it went away. I just thought with COVID that was it, had been put on hold. But last week I got a lovely phone call saying that I had won. So it's a big thank you. Everyone has helped, whether it's through you coming to see me for a treatment, for liking and sharing my posts, buying vouchers. Just a big thank you. It's yeah, totally shocked, totally amazed, and it's just fantastic news at this time when we need fantastic news. So this month we've sort of like been looking at feeling better about yourself. I thought it was Stress Awareness Month, but apparently that was last month in the UK, and it's Stress Awareness Month. May is Stress Awareness Month in the US. So anyway, this month has been based on that. So how did everybody get on with their joy list last week? Creating little bits of joy. I've got something to show you. Look at this. Right, to anybody, this is just a coffee machine. To me, that is joy, because now I am going to get up on a morning. I am going to put that on while I do my yoga and meditation, and then when I've finished and I'm totally chilled out, I could come and have a fresh pot of coffee. That is the sort of joy we are looking for. That is all the little bits of joy in this time of uncertainty. So this week I was going to be talking a little bit about stress, which is apt because this week is something that I've forgotten. I think it's Mental Health Awareness Week. I'll put that in the post underneath when in the comments below. So so I'm looking at stress. There's many forms of stress, but the one I'm particularly looking at is stress caused by overwhelm and worry. Today's Facebook post was, "Don't stress the could haves. If it should have, it would have." So I don't think this really applies to my could have bought an extra bottle of wine. If it should have happened, it would have happened and I would have drunk it. I don't think we're talking about those could haves. If there's something you could have done or something that could have happened but it hasn't, you need to forgive the situation or forgive yourself and move on. It's not as easy as it sounds, because when we're sort of like giving ourselves a hard time over anything, it keeps replaying it in our mind. But each time it crops up, take a pause, acknowledge the thought, forgive it, and let it go. It does sound easy. Saying that is really easy, but the more you do it, the more you keep capturing that thought and forgiving it, the could have will start to get smaller, and you'll start forgiving it, and it will start becoming less of an issue. I cannot put a timetable on, but it will, believe me. Another feeling, so tomorrow's post is how to deal with feelings of stress, or what to do when you're stressed. A big thing of this is when the situation you are facing seems so large. It could be this situation, it could be the COVID, the epidemic that's affecting the entire world. I mean, you don't get much bigger than that. And it is really overwhelming. But when it actually boils down to it, what can we do as individuals? We can stay at home, we can stay safe, we can stay alert. And the other catchphrase that they've got on the green and yellow signs. Yes, we can do that. But also you can look at what you can do that is in your control. So what can you do? You can get up. Get up. You get washed. Don't hang around in your pyjamas all day. It's all right for some, not for me, not for my family. I make them get up, I make them get dressed. Get your breakfast, eat. These are all little successes that you've all done before 9 o'clock. But because what we do every day, we don't see them as successes. Turn the perspective. Start looking at the little things. And yes, the big thing is still there, but it helps us. And another thing is when something's so big is to break it down. You may have a goal. You may have, I know, we're in a strange time. It's a good time to set goals. Many people are furloughed all the time now. The time that you wanted when you're working full time, you've got the time. I have a goal. I have a dream. The big dream is to have my own retreat business where stressed out people come to me, and for a weekend or a week, I've got this my mind's eye, a beautiful place, and on Ibiza, I think I've put it down. Anyway, that's the big dream. It's too huge, too huge. So I've been working with a wonderful coach, and we are breaking it down. And the first step is for me to run a one-day retreat somewhere local here in the UK. So that's the goal broken down. Now, and then that goal is now going to be broken down into smaller chunks, like getting a venue, deciding what I'm going to do, make my programme, sort the food out, everything like that. So we're going to break things down into manageable chunks. It's a big question. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So, so we've got the big goal, we've broken it down into chunks, and now it's time to plan those bits in. It might not be your goal that you're planning. It could even be who's planning to pick up the kids when we're back at school. Planning your meals so you're not stood in the middle of the supermarket going, what should we have for tea tonight? So planning takes away a lot of the stress. You are taking back some control. Write it down. Part of my morning routine, which I'm going to do later in another live, is journaling. Gratitude down, feeling. You know me for I've been theory since I was 16, so for what, about 8 or 10 years? Yeah, who am I kidding? So yes, I've been keeping a diary. Write down how you feel. It all helps. And if you can't write it down, talk to somebody. Pick up a phone. No texts, no emails, no messengers. Have a chat with somebody. The old wives' tale, problem shared is a problem halved, is equally there. But now, if you don't want to talk to somebody over the phone, we've now got the relaxed social distancing rules where you can go and meet somebody, get outside in the fresh air. There's so many benefits being outside in the fresh air. The start you'll be taking yourself away from the situation that is causing you the stress and the overwhelm, giving you some breathing space, and also then you're going to meet your friend, sit 2 meters apart and have a chat in the front. So there was one other thing on my list that I have forgotten, so it'll keep it as a surprise when you see my post in the morning. So what's coming up later this week? A de-stress aromatherapy blend. It's World Bee Day, not Bee Day, World Bee Day on Wednesday, so being Bee Tranquil, that's quite apt for me. And Thursday is World Meditation Day, which is excellent for this week's topic. So I hope you've enjoyed this live. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next week. Bye for now.